How ironic, thinks Pansy, stumbling backwards, but just regaining her footing in time as the monster bears down on her. Being pushed around in high school again. A long-forgotten anger stirs deep within her, so she brings the club crashing down on the upturned face of the snarling zombie, instantly crushing its features into a bloody, pulpy mess. As the corpse slumps to the ground, Pansy with deft grace retrieves the contents of her assailant's purse and pockets, only to discover, with some grim satisfaction, that this had been none other than the principal of the school. Pansy 1, authority figures 0.
Got a feeling that I might die tonight. Woke up in the morning, raving for a brand new day.
Pansy, today you have objectives. Firstly, first mission, we need to do something about our primary weapon. The baseball bat has been good, but we need to get out into the neighbourhood, get over to that survivor house, and get ourselves a replacement from the stock there. To do that, I fear we must tangle with next door, who might otherwise get in our way. So who's there, and who else is there around? Mr. Jones at number 46 is out in his garden also. Okay, here comes young Tommy from next door. We'll have to stove his head in. Okay, fence fighting. See if you can get it right. No, not pushing. Slapping, smashing. That's it. Trying to push a zombie over when they're already on the floor doesn't seem to be a likely tactic. Try it again. Yeah. It's just an attack, so what is happening? Right. Third time's a charm. See if we can't dispose of this fellow. There we go, straight off. I think there is a trick to targeting creatures on the ground. I shall have to look that up. A key press, no doubt. I think there's something to select creatures on the ground rather than ones that are automatically targeted in front of you. But they get pushing again. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, well, that's progress of a kind, Pansy. Off you go. You've got to go through these next gardens and over the road into the house a couple of doors up in the rain. Here comes Mrs. Smith crawling through the mud in her backyard. Not the greatest plan on a day like this. Okay, it's in this street, out enjoying the inclement and somewhat damp weather. I believe it's drying up, Pansy. Okay, there are guys up the road, so let's get to them. That actually is... Are they in front of the survivor house, or is that the one next door by the blue car? Cannot quite recall. Okay. Right, nip around. Oh, one running. I should turn around, Pansy, and hit him. Or knock him down. Okay, another one approaches. Ready for clubbing. That's it. Stun lock and smash his brain. Well done. And the third. Zombies come in threes. Right. 3 down. Any more to go? Nope, straight into the house. So in here, in this cupboard, I like the look of the Tin Can Club. Look at the damage that this does. A tremendous piece of kit, Pansy. But I think you need to reverently place the aluminium bat in the cupboard, which can be a bit of a shrine to the wonderful service that it performed in breaking heads. But let us see what we can do now with a Tin Can Club. Easy for me to say. Okay, take the food as a little snack for along the way. So we'll get up to mission 2 now that we've got our new weapon, and we want to go via the bookshop where I want to sort a couple of things out, and then we're going to hit up the grocery shop and grab some food, so we've got some working provisions. Oh, hell! Pansy, quick! Again, the runners that didn't actually land a bite, even though you can hear their jaws snapping right next to your ear. Okay, carefully down the road, Pansy, carefully does it. Anyone about? There's just old Joe there, sitting up against the wall. None more getting in our way? Right, take him out. And head into the shop. The bookshop. It's open for business. Nobody else round and about. Good. We're not going to be followed in. It's just the boys down the road. Right, in here, there's a couple of things I want to do. First of all, let's take a little look around the neighbourhood, see if we can spy out what the populations are like in the gated community a little bit. And now, just to confirm what we saw up the street, yeah, our little group there. Okay, they're not causing me too much in the way of problems. So the first thing I want to do is make this a little bit more secure. I can just imagine a zombie walking up and stepping across there and that not being of any use really whatsoever. So we'll just speed things up a little bit while she hammers and bashes and clangs and seeks out planks by dismantling furniture to put up some little fences. So that's really just stopped me just inadvertently wandering along and falling through the hole rather than anything else. We might put a rope up there in due course to get into that back corridor downstairs, but right now it's just a precaution, and that takes us through to mid to late afternoon. And I think the thing we will do now, while we're here in the library as it were, is pick a book, the next most useful book we have. If we had Carpentry 2, I would take that, but I'm thinking if we do have it, tailoring, a vital skill for the would-be survivalist. Not only just to darn your socks though, Pansy. We sped read through that. Time for bed. Now the tailoring is for patching our clothes with good sturdy leather patches to protect us. And that will be most useful, especially if done with great skill. Okay, this bed will do. We're nice and safe and in from the rain and away from the zombies, just tired out. Okay, we've slept all night and through to mid-morning, and now we're going to just do a quick trick that I've read about. The reason why Pansy is opening up or clicking on each one to open them in the bookshelf is that this selection method will be seen when she sees this book again in another shelf elsewhere. So it's been explained. I haven't tested this, but we'll just mark all the books. Well, not mark the books, we're just setting them in this mode so that eventually, when she's fought her way down to the school, and looks in the library in the school, if any books are opened up in the same way, then we know that we already have them up here. And it's so that at a glance she can see the ones that we need to complete our collection and can just grab those without picking up endless duplicates. Neat trick if it works. However, to do it you have to select each individual one and open it. You can't just open the lot with a select all click. But anyway, that's now done, and we have to get down to the groceries shopping bit of the mission. So we have a pack over the road, which we will get rid of, I'm sure, but not by fighting them in the street this way. What I think is going to be better, if we can do it, is retreat back up the road and approach them from around the side of the church. We'll just take it easy though. If they follow us in ones or twos, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll clobber this one up the road. This one, this two, a crawler as well. Oops. Well, there you go. Smashed in the spine. Now quickly, Pansy. No time for loitering. We need to... Oh, there's some more approaching. Knock him down. Knock him out. And crawling buddy. That's it. Back of the skull. Okay, get back around the church. Now, approaching through the tree line is better, because once we've gained the attention of ones and twos, we can pull back out of sight and whittle the mob down. The horde can be reduced a few horde members at a time. Okay, let's grab some more attention here. Ah, you're a scampering along. I love this club. It's a good head crusher, all right. Nicely done. Oh, dink. Yes, there we go. Smashed all your teeth out for good measure. Right, where's the rest? Yes, yes, gentlemen, if I can just sneak up on you and dispatch you with one smart rap to the temple, putting a spiked club through the squishy matter inside your skull, something like that. And as for you, skeleton, all your bones are now busted. Okay, into the shop and grab a little bit of breakfast at 4:20 in the afternoon. Okay, well, maybe we'll call it a late lunch. Corned beef. We like corned beef. It is sustaining in the first degree. So this day is not going too badly so far. We are on to objective number 2. Now what I'll do, before I pick up lots of food and just go and deposit it, I think what I want to do is I have half an idea about using cars that have dribbles of fuel in for tactical purposes. Oh, hello chap, I didn't notice you there the first time round. Now just stand still a moment, my good fellow. That's it. Yes, there you see. Smart wrap to the lumber regions. And down he goes. And in the trash is a diagram of a medieval saber. Pansy is becoming somewhat the expert on medieval weapons, even to the extent of non-existent ones, like, I'm sure medieval isn't correct for saber. Surely that would be an 18th or 19th century cavalryman's weapon. But never mind, I'm sure it'll make a good zombie slasher. Right, incoming runner. Oops, bang. Oh. Oh, made of stern stuff, that one. Okay, couple of them on you. Line them up. What? What? That's better. It's all in the angles, Pansy. Now, yeah, I want to check. I think some of these cars are in not great condition, but do have fuel. That means I can move them a little bit and construct barriers to block, well, not block crawlers, but to block regular zombies and mini zombies. So I can start not to fortify, but to funnel and control the movement of the zombies. That's the thinking. Okay, let's just have a look. While the late afternoon sun is on us, take out this grabber. See how fast she just moves in that crouched pose. She's coming along. That's the power of that nimble or light-footed. I'm not sure. No, light-footed is for going over obstacles. I think nimble is that speed of movement and capability in combat stance. Okay, let's check this other one. So that's one with fuel. Let's have a look around when doing this. And this one has a dribble of fuel as well. And so does this one. So if they can be encouraged to move at all, I've got a chance of setting up blockages, roadblocks, or to strategically position them. We'll have a look at the map and try and figure out how we can best use these to set things up. Okay, I don't want to tangle directly with that large mob over the road, but I don't mind eradicating these two stragglers, if only they will head over. There's one sprinting. I can take him out while the lumberer eventually shows up. Here he is. Come and feel the mighty tin can swooshing, swing, smashing, crashing, breaking thing. There you go, pal. And does this car have any view? I think I've checked this one previously. I don't think it does. Nope, no. Okay, time now to get a stock of food and retire to... Oh, yes, we like that. And what's here? Cigarettes. Bunches of them. Huh. I'm not sure how we would... And the MREs? I'm not sure why we didn't see all of this previously when we were searching for cigarettes, which eventually we found upstairs. I'm pretty sure I looked. Mind you, maybe no, I just judged that cigarettes wouldn't be on a regular shelf. Foolish. Okay, well anyway, we've got plenty of cigarettes, and as you can see, I'm laden with an incredibly heavy pallet, medium albeit, of meals ready to eat. And this is quite dangerous territory in terms of things that go wrong in Project Zomboid. I'm labouring along under an extremely heavy load at night, trying to get back to my safe house. And here, fortunately, is just one zombie, because if this were a horde, at the rate of progress I can make, look at that, exhausted, I'm agitated. Pansy, there's one here. You need to drop that. There he is, I told you. Oh, shouting, that won't help. Oh, Pansy. He's got you. What was I saying about this being the crisis point, the danger point in Project Zomboid? Oh, praise be the stun lock. Okay, drop the big pallet. You'll never be able to climb up there. Oh, the comedy pallet that you were like struggling under. That must have looked real funny. I've just got this huge pallet under one arm, and I'm smashing you with a club with the other. Okay, well, clean up your wound, close the window, and sleep. That's the best cure for what ails you. Okay, so our objectives are being met. We have the weapon, we got the bookshop sorted, and we got some food. So now, just sort these books out as well. I think I probably remembered that I've got that generators one. That's fundamental bit of literature. Check out the saber. So we'll break up the pallet of MREs and store some of that. That is a lot of food. I'm not entirely sure how many boxes there are on a pallet, medium pallet, or how many meals there are per box, but we can find that out in due course. Okay. Let's just check the neighbourhood before proceeding. Right, down to the school. Okay. So, yeah, child zombie with a satchel on. Very sad, but unfortunately, you need to be put down with prejudice. And a feral. And another one. There's a bunch up there. Come on, the guy around the corner. Yeah, I don't want that crowd involved. Oh, you're appearing out of nowhere. That's it. A quick smash to the chin, then one to the back of the head. And then to crush the spine in a final coup de grace. Okay, here's another mob. Yeah, I don't want these sort of lurking behind me if they migrate out as I try and get in the front of the school, so we'll try to pull these in 1s and 2s and 3s. Oh, a crawler. What happened there? I didn't... maybe he was on his way over for a while, maybe he was around the front. Okay, take out the crawler. And 2 have followed up from that other horde. Right. So if we can handle these, we should then still have plenty of time to break into the school, find the library, and check out if this bookcase trick works and I can readily identify missing books. I'm hoping for carpentry too, at least, so that I can get the multiplier on the go. Right, tough and skeletal. Thinned this mob out quite nicely. Right, knock him down. Break his head. Now, are you both runners? No. No, you're not a runner. Oh, hello. There's a fellow in the corner. Right, the runner first, then the shambler, then the stumbler. Oh, pansy. Knock him down. Down. That's it. Stun lock. Hope that shambler's not leaping to his feet quick. rekindle. Not doing so bad. Now, that's the lot. What about this car? This van? Truck? That might be useful. I love this, checking for alarms. So if this has got fuel, it has a few, then that's another option for strategic road blocking. Well, it's worth an experiment. Okay. I like it when one zombie stands on the head of another, leaving you plenty of time to dispatch him without having to fight them both at once. Okay, that pain keeps changing. That must mean that that wound is infected. Check that in due course. Okay. Oops, nearly get tripped up. That is a problem you need to fix, Pansy. Bang! Okay, this fella. It's almost like it's better to let him stand up and then stun him, rather than risk being tripped. That can't be right. Any more for any more? A crawler. Crawler is trying to get to him. No, you're not lined up. There you go. Lean through the window and bonk him on the top of the head. Okay, it is quite warm doing this kind of work. Have a little breather. Change your bandage. Yep, infected. Fortunately, we can give it a clean up. But I should really do something about being able to boil water so I can sterilize some bandages. That might make the healing process a little bit quicker. Okay, I think you've earned a little smoke break, Pansy, for sure. Where's that horde? They're up there somewhere. Right, yeah. Okay, one crafty smoke and into school. You're late for lessons. Now, I don't think this is the school that you went to originally, Pansy, or else you'd know exactly where you were going. However, it's my recollection that the library is just here on the right. Any knocking? Surely we cannot have the place completely to ourselves. Aha. That's behind you, I think. Yeah, that door there. Okay. Oh. A wrestler? Ah. Uh-huh. Oh, what? You should have stepped to the right. No, you're oh, look at that. Don't let her push you around. That's it, Pansy. But there we are. Okay. Now this looks to be the nurse's office. And there may be valuable medical supplies. Like the... yep, antibiotics. That will do nicely. And we can take those if we get sick as a result of the infection. But I'm hoping that we can just clean that infection as we change the bandage and it will go away. Yeah, okay, bookcases. Good. And let's have a look in the shelf. Aha, it works. The corresponding volumes are opened up. So I can see that Alarms for Dummies and the egg cookbook, for example, are new to us. That is such a neat trick. Very cool indeed. Okay, so what I'm thinking is a couple of trips are required for this because I can't go through all the shelves. Well, I can go through all the shelves, but I can't carry all the stuff back, and I'm not minded at this point to get that car going. I don't want the noise to attract mobs when I'm not exactly ready, so I think we will load up with as much as makes sense for right now and head on back to the ranch and read upon some carpentry and scoff down a lot more food, because the weight was headed in the wrong direction. It wasn't a problem at this point, but the field trip out from the bunker on the way back over left us famished for days. Okay, looking out there, that looks clear. Shouldn't be anybody out the front yet, so maybe it's time at 10 to 7 to say this was just the first day at school, and that another day I need to pick up that bigger bag as well from the bookshop. I need to change that over, actually, thinking about it next time I'm in, because it has a better capacity and a better weight reduction. But I think as we scuttle home, Pansy, you have done what we wanted, with taking a scrape and a bang for sure, and had a close call or two along the way. But for right now, I'm reasonably pleased, and I think that the next thing we need to do is round up the rest of the books, consolidate the library, maybe move some cars around to give ourselves a kind of perimeter around various places. It's turning out so that Rosewood is going to be the base rather than somewhere specific. But that's probably not too bad a thing. Plenty of room for setting up all the different crafting things as we get to it. Okay, how is that weight doing? Still headed down, but at least it's only one thing going down, and if we eat all this, and frankly, we've got tons of food. So, now we're not in too bad a way with respect to moodles. Let's see if we can drag this mighty pallet of meals ready to eat into the house. Right, what have we got? Unpack. Oh, it's so heavy. Drop the pallet. There we go. Stand on it, in fact. And now drop the boxes. But just take one and unpack that. Unbox. 8 MREs. 8 boxes. 64 meals. Which, that's interesting. I mean, that must be a Hydrocraft thing, right? That it's like taking the pressure of eating off of the character so that he's able to focus on crafting. I don't know, because that seems like a lot of calories just dropped out the sky for us. Okay, let's have a smoke. And maybe we can read peacefully our carpentry book. We're tired though, and it's getting on towards evening. Only drowsy. Keep it going, Pansy. Learn your dovetail joints and how to use a dowel for whatever dowels are used for. Okay. Time for some well-earned rest. And that's it. Till next time.
Got a feeling that I might die tonight. Woke up